welcome back to my channel. Myself Kushal. I'm a student of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today we're gonna discuss about mathematics. Today's topic is Green's theorem. Content: Introduction to Green's theorem, Statement of Green's theorem, Applications of Green's theorem, Proof of Green's theorem, Explanations of Green's theorem, Examples of Green's theorem, Limitations and conditions, Generalization of Green's theorem, finally conclusion. Next, introduction to Green's theorem. Green's theorem is a fundamental result in the vector calculus. It relates a line integral around a simple closed curve to a double integral over the plane region bounded by the curve. It provides a powerful tool for evaluating certain types of integrals. Next one, statement of Green's theorem. Green's theorem states that a vector field f pq with continuous partial derivatives defined on an open region D bounded by a simple closed curve C. The line integral of f around C is equal to the double integral of the curl of f over D. Mathematically, Green's theorem can be expressed as a phi cf dot dr double integral of d curl f dA, where dr is the differential elements of arc length along C and d is the differential element of area in D. Applications of Green's theorem. Green's theorem allows us to compute the area of a region by evaluating a line integral. It can be used to find the circulation and flux of a vector field around a closed curve or over a region. Green's theorem is often employed in a physics and engineering to solve a problem involving fluid flow, electromagnetism, and more. Proof of Green's theorem. The proof of Green's theorem involves the converting the line integral into a double integral using the divergence theorem. By applying the divergence theorem to a suitable vector field, we can establish the equivalence between the line integral and the double integral. The proof requires knowledge of multivariable calculus of vector calculus concepts. Examples of Green's theorem in action. Example 1. Computing the area of a region using Green's theorem. Example 2. Finding the circulations of the vector field around a closed curve using Green's theorem. Next, example 3. Evaluating the flux of a vector field across a region using Green's theorem. Limitations and conditions. Green's theorem is applicable only to simple connected regions where any closed curve within the region encloses a single area. The vector field and its partial derivatives must be continuous throughout the region. In some case, it may be necessary to split the region into multi-subregions to apply Green's theorem. Utilization Green's theorem. Positive orientation. This curve runs counterclockwise. Next, negative orientation. This curve runs clockwise. Generalization of Green's theorem. Green's theorem is a special case of a more general theorem known as Stokes' theorem. Stokes' theorem extends the concept of Green's theorem to higher dimension and more complex region. Stokes' theorem relates a surface integral of a vector field over a surface to a line integral of a curl, the vector field around the boundary of the surface. Stokes' theorem. The Stokes' theorem says the line integral around the boundary curves of S of the tangential component of f is equal to the surface integral of the normal component of the curl of f. Next, finally, conclusion. Green's theorem is a powerful tool in a vector calculus, linking like integrals and double integrals. It has numerous applications in physics, engineering, and other fields. Understanding Green's theorem provides a deeper insights into the relations between line and surface integral and the properties of vector field. Line integrals of vector field. Suppose f is equal to pi plus qj plus rk is continuously forced field. The work done by a force is moving particle along a smooth curve C is. Thank you.